And if no further questions right now, remember I told you that we were going to have a guest teaching artist with us today. Her name is Miss Tiffany, and she is here to engage you in the best practices for people who are trying to learn performance art, which is what I want you all to do. Either if it's dancing or poetry or singing or whatever, you want to be the best, and you want to be able to incorporate the ideas that we've been learning about what it means to be a black woman in American society. So I give you before I give you Miss Tiffany, I want you all, based on your groups. So I know Nadia and Felicity is a group. So do you all want to tell Miss Tiffany like what your group is working on? And then we just go around to different groups. But you got to tell us what your kind of the idea of what you're doing. But she doesn't know what that means, so you got to tell her what you mean. Well, for her, you in that group? Every group has to talk for themselves.
Who's with? Is this your whole group is here today? The two? Okay.
They're different. I forgot. They're two dance groups.
Oh, okay.
They're two different dance groups. So tell Miss Tiffany what you and Nadia, you and Felicity are doing. I don't think she can hear you.
I seriously can't. Okay. So we're gonna get started then. When I'm Miss Tiffany, I'm so excited to be here. I'm just like on edge because you are all beautiful, you are all talented, you are all intelligent, and I have been longing for an opportunity to come and spend time with you. So I'm excited. Thank you for having me. Seriously, thank you. One thing that's important when you're offered the opportunity to share about yourself or something that you've learned or something that you're prepared to present, you guys tell me what are some things that are important with that. If I'm asking you about you, and I have no idea about any of you but Yava, and I'm still learning a lot about Yava because she goes to my church. But yeah, tell me what's going to be important.
To have confidence.
Confidence. What does it mean to be confident? Does that mean to be cocky, like I know more than you, so you can't tell me nothing?
Like to be confident, you gotta be like proud of what you're doing and not scared to be.
Proud of what you're doing. And you say not scared, and I'll even just take it a step further and say courageous. Be confident and courageous, because you might even be a little scared, but when you got courage, you can press on anyway. Even if you're a little scared, even if you're a little nervous, you can still push past that fear and do what it is that you're called to do. What else is important? And the reason why I interrupted the young ladies is because I really want to help you help me to get to know more about what you're doing. So be confident, be courageous, be clear, because if you're not clear, then I'm still not going to be able to glean from you what it is I need to understand. So one word responses aren't clear enough to be able to say, oh, okay, now I get it. I'm still going to have to prong and ask more questions. So if you really, truly are kind of like, okay, if I got to present something, let me just get it out the way. Yeah. You know, the best thing to do, be confident, courageous, clear, say it all out, say it, speak clearly, loudly so we can hear, and then your turn will be up. So can we try that again, Felicity and
You were good to be able to even say what their name.
you said, are you sure that's your name? Are you sure that's your name? Are you sure that's your name? Because you didn't sound confident. Okay? So even in that, I want to hear your names because I don't know your names. You all know my name. You have one name, remember, and I'm going to be here for a couple weeks. I want to get to know you, and I'm bad at names. So I'm going to ask you over and over. So instead of me just having to ask you, just say it. Like, hi, I'm Nadia. It's me again. But tell me your name, and then share what it is. I want to hear what you've learned so far, because I haven't been here, so so I don't know much about that. And I want to hear your perspective, what you're taking and learning from this experience, and then what it is you're preparing to present. And I want to know about it so that I can be like, so I can visualize it. That's another thing with that clarity piece, is you want whoever is experiencing what you're presenting to be able to be with you with it. Because you're the one creating it, and you've got this idea of what it is that the people who are watching are like, what's she trying to do? You want to be able to be clear with that. So let's try that again. And in fact, if you'll stand up, name what you learned and what you present. And you can stand up together, so there's no vote in your name.
My name is Nani. My name is Felicity. What I learned is stuff about black girls.
What about black girls? Because we all black girls. We know about black girls. What are you learning about black girls? A lot?
How black girls we drama and stuff, and like we try to be like I don't know how to say it. Something in the media.
Something about media? Okay. Share a little bit.
How people define us just by our looks.
How people do what?
Like define us.
Okay. So when you're speaking, start with a complete statement. Okay. What was my question? Just start with a complete statement and then tell me what you're considering. So you're learning. Start with your statement.
I'm learning about how the media defines by how we look and who we are.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. What are you presenting? What do you guys? What's your presentation? About drama in ghetto. What does that mean? Can y'all want to chime in? Do you know much about their presentation or what they're?
The other day.
Okay. So they don't know either. So I'm not the only one learning. They don't know as much as you do. They don't know as much as you do. So it's your job to kind of to chime us in a little bit. What about drama in ghetto? Can you help? Can you, Felicity? Can you help? Is it Felicity or something? Felicity.
She knows.
What is it about? I want to hear from you two about drama in ghetto. Just help me understand. You don't know yet? You don't know how to explain it? That's okay. Okay. Thank you. Go around. So y'all should have it all today. All right. Name what you're learning and what's your presentation is.
My name is Jalen.
You stand up and speak up. There are no acoustics in here.
My name is Jalen. What I'm learning about is how girls show their body on videos. We have naked, don't have self-respect, themselves, and what I'm going to get to.
Okay, so you're part of the second dance from Eden. What's your name again?
Jalen.
Jane. Your other partner's not here?
They're over here.
Oh, okay. Dance group, raise your hand. Okay, so all of y'all stand together then. Now we hear your name for what you're learning too, and what you're presenting. Okay. You're dancing too?
She just got here, so I'll be going to ask her something.
Oh, okay.
She hasn't been here for a while.
You tell us about yourself a little later. Go ahead.
I'm Selena.
What's your age?
I learned about stereotype
Okay.
of black women. I mean girls. A lot of stuff.
Okay.
Is that all I'm supposed to say?
That's good for now.
Okay.
Thank you. What's your name? You're gonna join the dance group with them?
Your name?
I'm sorry?
Oh, she's asked a question.
I didn't hear your response.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what's your name? Aziza. Great. Tell me something about you. What do you want to learn from being here? Like, why have you come?
I was here before, but then I got suspended.
What made you come back?
Because I was in this group.
And you want to stay?
Why'd you join in the beginning?
You want to stay committed to the group?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's shy people.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Brianna, and what I learned is how girls should respect themselves in other ways, and how not to be the negative, that people that do stuff that's not right, do stuff in videos.
Okay, great.
And what I learned is to respect yourself for who you are and to go in the right path.
Who can tell me about your presentation? What's your presentation about? Stand and address. Remember that everybody's learning about everybody's stuff. So it's not just me.
So we're dancing to the Read No One.
To what?
Read No One by Beyonce. And really happy.
We do,
I
but we
can't
don't.
hear you over there.
We doing ring the alarm. We do have to dance, but we don't. We do, but we don't.
You
But we got
started
the
it, but
beginning.
it's not done?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the message?
I thought by
Doing who run the world, because we're girls and it's a black girl.
Oh, instead of ring the alarm? Because I don't say right now, I have a lot to learn about the songs that are out now. So you're going to switch up songs?
If they want to.
Okay, so you guys will talk about that in a minute. That's, okay. What's the next group? All right.
You said that too. This is not the whole group. I think the other two dropped out. I know Kizzy dropped out.
Hackman dropped out?
No, Kizzy.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's been.
Yeah, I didn't come up with this name, but Drawing Divas, yeah. Okay,
Oh, the drama.
yeah. My name's Talia, by the way. We're drawing about the stereotypic image of a black woman, how people see us instead of how we really are. And
What are you learning?
what are we learning? About how the media sees us, as in, a Sapphire, she taught us about how they are known to be loud.
Okay.
Miss Ariana actually taught y'all about the sapphire stereotype.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Jessica, and what we're learning about is how different stereotypes that the media sees us, as in Jezebel, Sapphire. A lot of these, they don't see us as a regular person, as white Mexicans. Now they're also racist.
That's good.
We learned how we gain a class mobility. Yes. And we move up.
All right, who's the next group?
The poetry group.
Deshauna.
And
That's what I'm just saying.
my name's Deshauna, and we're the song poems and rapping group. And what I learned about is how people treat black women. How black people, how other races treat black people for what they see on TV. How the media they talk about.
My name is Jana, and what we learned was that black girls or the media made stereotypes about black girls. They think that we're disrespectful and ghetto. But we learned to prove them really respectful black girls. And we're making a poem, and it's talking about how people think of us, but how we really are.
My name is Mia.
What are you learning?
Learn about stereotypes.
What are you learning?
Poetry.
You're learning about poetry too? Okay. Is there anything that you're learning that you feel you can take away from this experience? Anything that's changing your perspective? Are the stereotypes true? Thank you.
No.
Are the stereotypes true?
I think they're not true. Because not all black girls act like that.
How will anybody know that the stereotypes are not true?
Because they're called stereotypes. I mean, if you see one person do it, that's just that person. But you see another black African American person, and you just assume it, but they're not really like that. That's just stereotypical.
Okay. So if I've never, I went to Ohio University, and at Ohio University there were a lot of people who are not of color who have never experienced people of color, and they literally did not know what to expect, how to talk to me, they didn't know what to call. They literally asked in the class, what do you want to be called? And it was me and one other person out of 100 or so. And I'm like, what would your response be? That was my response. But the challenge with that is if they don't experience the contradiction to the stereotypes, how will they know? My point is, if you are the contradiction to the stereotype, then your voice has to be heard. And that goes back to what I'm saying about confidence, being courageous. There's greatness in you, and that's what I'll call, I'm not going to really try to be presentational because I really want you guys to work on your stuff, but discovering your greatness. If there is something inside of you that someone else needs in order to learn, they got to learn something from you, you're going to inspire people. Can I just say inspiration? Inspiration, I think by definition has something to do with breathing on, okay? But I'm all about inspiration, that there's something about you that when you share it, it's going to breathe life into me, into something I have, into an idea that I have. When you dance, when you move, it's going to spark the poets to gather some words. When you speak, the drawing divas are going to be inspired to draw. There's something inside of each and every one of you that is great because you were formed and shaped for a purpose. And what we're doing here in this program is phenomenal because you have the opportunity to learn about the negative so that you can completely contradict that and understand the power of your voice. Okay? So, because I know you guys know a lot about each other, I will go ahead and share. I'll share a piece.
That's pretty.
Thank you. I'm a journal connoisseur. I absolutely love journals. I have a problem. Boxes and boxes. Anybody else collect journals? Does everybody journal?
I have one.
I have a journal.
Like 3.
It's a fuzzy panda.
Who does not journal? Who does not write your thoughts in a book?
I write I have a book for thoughts and just a book for my drawing. I like to
Okay. Who does not have a Facebook page or something like that where they're writing their thoughts? Okay. So you're,
Most people don't go on Facebook.
what'd you say? You said most people do?
Most people will put their thoughts on Facebook.
You said they do or don't?
They do.
Yeah, that's journaling. I'm gonna share this piece that I just wrote because I think it encompasses many of the things that you all are sharing. And I was inspired by my daughter. She's 4. She loves to dance. She dances around the house. And she, I never was like a real dancer. So I admired that in her already without even taking classes. She just throws around the house and throws her body around and gets on the floor. And then she tries to hip hop dance and she tries to swirl around. So I'm just going to share this piece. And I want you to be comfortable listening, but not just to the words, but also to what I try to convey, that confidence, clarity, the courage to share this. I haven't shared it with anybody. Literally just wrote this the other day while she was like moving around and dancing in my office. She dances my heart. Smiles, moves that gracefully bend the ends of downward turned emotions. Her movement speaks poetically. Every emotion I've ever felt. Fingertips touching skies I'll never reach. Her feet digging deep into the root of my soul that only our great ancestors know. Spinning joy like webs, she captivates me with her freedom to move and move and move. Eyes closed, she dances my heart, y'all. Loving love so easily like the breeze. She dances, prances, taking chances I'd never risk. Carried by her slender limbs, waving branches from a solid trunk, bearing fruit with her gifts. She is without trying, without question, fully affirmed in her own beautiful beauty, dancing truly and fully. Swing dancing, ballet, jazz steps on the paths of my heart. She dances my heart, y'all.
That's beautiful.
And whenever you're given something, because we all have gifts, and that's part of our greatness, whenever we're given something, it's necessary for us to realize that it's not just for ourselves, that it's for somebody else, okay? And that as we share that, and you clue in on how do I say this in a way so that you over there across the room believe that I mean what I'm saying, that you feel the same passion that I have about it, even if it's just my name. I'm Felicity. I'm Nadia. Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say? Expressions? Being expressive? Yeah. Yeah. How you say it makes a difference. So, rather than trying to go into, because I have icebreakers and all these other things, but what I really would like to do is go ahead and let you guys work on your stuff and see if there's anything I can do to support you in working on your poem. But before that, I do want to do a couple. I want you to complete a couple sentences for me. Okay, when I point at you, I want you to complete this statement. I am. I am.
Selena.
You are Selena. Okay. I am. You go outside, do your name. I am. Finish the statement. I'll come back to you. I am.
Talia, you can talk about it.
Right, I'm
I
like.
don't like my voice like was going over
But
the
you can do.
You are what?
bold.
I am.
Respect.
I am.
A fashion decent.
I can.
I don't show you school clothes.
I can.
Jump.
I can. I can.
I don't know if to say I can.
I can.
I know.
You say I can.
I can. I can.
Being a successful black woman.
All right, I can.
Make a difference in the world.
I can.
Can you go back to me on that part?
I can.
Beat myself.
I am afraid of.
Spiders.
Yes, spiders be giving me the
I am
curls.
afraid of. Nothing. I'm afraid of. You don't know? I'm afraid of. Dying. I'm afraid of. So it's got to be something else.
Being embarrassed.
Being embarrassed. Thank you for being honest.
You're welcome.
I hope. I hope. I hope.
I will pass the 7th grade.
I hope.
I will live life successfully.
I hope. Say it again.
I can't read your thoughts.
But I can hear it. No, you said something completely different.
Steph, she knows her dreams.
I heard it, kind of. I don't know if they heard it over there. I hope. I hope.
I know.
See, you can repeat everybody else with your
I hope
stuff.
I'll die when I'm 104.
Oh my gosh,
When you're 104.
I was gonna say I hope I
What
die.
if you had the opportunity to live to 105? You put a number on it.
I got one. Hope I die, but in a good way, not like I get shot or something.
Like,
Like I die in the hospital, like, and I know, yeah, like, but I'll get really old, then I have to die.
So you hope you can live a long life.
I want a good life.
I hope
To bring back peace.
to bring back peace.
That's what I was going to say.
I dream about.
Being a good drinker.
I dream about. I dream about. You don't have to. I dream about.
One Direction.
No!
I dream about becoming a millionaire. I dream about.
To become a, what's it called?
Describe it.
Yes, a fashion designer. What she
Okay.
said.
I dream about becoming a nurse.
Having a beautiful family.
Having a beautiful family. You too?
Yes.
I love my life. I
A good family too, not just a beautiful family.
love. I love
I love my family.
family. I love.
My dog.
I love. I love me. I love.
Hot Cheetos.
I love her.
I love
Being blazing.
being what?
Blazing.
Black and names, black and
Okay. I love.
Japan's
I love
Clothes.
clothes.
I was going to say chicken.
I meant to end with I love, but I'm gonna still ask this question anyway. I hate. I hate.
Spiders. I can't even kill one with my own hands.
I hate
breakfast food.
breakfast food.
You don't like
She
cereal?
she don't eat eggs or pancakes.
Isn't that
Really
wrong?
close friends. Okay. I hate. When people do what?
Doubt.
Oh. Okay. She said people doubt you. Woo, that's, yeah. I hate. It's okay. if you don't have to. I caught you off guard, and I was like, oh, I hate.
Bigotry.
I hate. I hate. I hate. Right. I hate.
Yes.
What you hate?
Waking up.
Oh, I hate that too.
Did you hear her?
No.
Say it then. I hate.
Huh?
Ooh, me
You
too.
say what you hate.
Fake people. Fake
Oh, I agree with you.
Pay no mind.
This is what you can do with that
And
stuff.
Justin Bieber.
Hate that.
Okay? What you can do with that stuff that we love, because you guys got really excited on love and you got really excited on hate, those are energies that you use in your creativity. Okay? If you hate bigotry,
What is that?
what is bigotry?
Racist.
Racism. If you hate racism, and what's powerful is that you're not saying you hate a person or you hate people who are racist. If you hate racism or you find
You hate the
yourself
idea.
really, you hate the idea of people being hungry. You know, you hate the idea of people, fake people, haters, people not being who they truly are. You hate that idea. That's what you can pour that into your creativity and deliver that message in a way that by the time you're done, I hate that too. Oh, I hate hatred now because there's something about, hold on sis, there's something about the way you deliver that message that now I'm feeling your passion like that. Because we all do that, right? We'll watch something and we didn't even know we loved it, Cheetos, until Super Bowl commercial, you know, whatever, and now it's like, hey, I want some Cheetos. Man, I do like that stuff. Can we go to the store? You know, that's the power of media. There are people who can't stand black women because of media. Because they see it all the time through the media that we ain't got it, that we crazy, that we're loud, we're intimidated. They get intimidated because when we walk in the room, they expect a certain type of behavior. When I come into the room, and I'm gonna be honest and transparent about this, I forget that I'm locked, and my hair's locked, and it's wrapped up, and I put out this energy that, you know, people automatically make assumptions about what I believe and who I am. I've been asked if I'm Jamaican, Rastafarian, are you from Africa, are you? And it's like, no, I have a lot to learn about that stuff. But that's what happens with imagery, and that's the power of art, though. I do my spoken word, and it's like, oh, I didn't know, and then it shapes me a little differently. And then when I'm in an atmosphere like this with young ladies, it's like, oh, I didn't know you could, and it shapes them. So what art does for you as a performer, as an artist, it helps people get to know what you love, what you hate, what you believe about yourself. If you're bold, if I am bold, they should be able to hear it out the door. I am bold. What? I ain't scared. You know, whatever that is you. Whether it's quiet and shy and timid, whether it's intelligent, and I think this way, whatever that is, it's important for you to embrace that and use all of that. Use all of it. You don't want, you hate haters and you hate fake people, then be real. When it's time for you to present your stuff, you do it in a confident way so that can't nobody question who you are. And try to figure out, is she being real? Does she mean that? Mean it with every part of you so that it shows how much you can't stand the fake facades and the haters. What you want to say, Ms.
I
Bowles?
was gonna say, like, considering my history, but I ain't saying I like her, not like, I like this, but, without racism, though, we wouldn't be where we are now because we would just be thought of, like, as ordinary people, like, people doubted us, but we came up at the top to show them into their face, like, since I'm doing my reports and stuff, like, without them doing that, they wouldn't have became famous. So.
And this takes me to an analogy I want to use. How many of you know the story of a caterpillar, about that metamorphosis of a caterpillar to a butterfly, right? And that's one reason why I use the butterfly here, is because that is amazing. The fact that a creature has inside of itself the capacity to literally be one thing that transforms into another without having to change anything about its inner self. So when you talk about our people and what we went through, that think about that as a cocoon, as a process. A lot of times you struggle with something. Like, and we ain't got to talk about what your issues are at home and stuff today or at all. But how many of you have just struggles that you're just like, why I gotta go through this? Why me? You know, just every now and then, you just, whether it's all in your head or around you. I do. That type of stuff can work as a cocoon that while we're in that struggle, the whole time, everything that's in us is shaping us. So that when we come out, we end up with the ability to do things we weren't able to do before that struggle, before that lesson. So that's where I go with that, with our history. It's like, yeah, we didn't have to go through that to be amazing. And we didn't have to go through that for people to know that we're amazing. But we were able to use that. God was able to use that struggle to pull out things about us here in this country that this country wouldn't have known if we were still over there. So yeah, that's a very good point. I love that you brought that out. So, I want to make sure you have time, because are we good or what? I want to make sure.
They need to work on something.
Work on something. So you're going to get in your groups, and you're going to, I think what's important about your projects is, one, that you know why you're doing what you do. So when you were sharing with me and introducing a little bit about what you're doing, some of you were like, yeah, it's going to be, yeah, we're going to, but we don't quite know why. We kind of know what. So let's get to getting your whatever stuff, work you have, whether it's drawing or you're dancing, whatever. Get with your groups and start thinking about, why are we doing this? Why does this matter? And start creating your presentation just from the brainstorming. I think you guys are beyond brainstorming. But get with your groups and really start reflecting on, how are we going to present this in confidence?